Employer's Template 2.4a. Example interview questions. At the beginning of an interview, remember to introduce yourself and anyone who is with you to the candidate. Put the interviewee at ease. Make sure they are comfortable and have a glass of water, etc. Explain that you or someone else will be taking notes throughout the interview. On your paperwork, you should include the name of the candidate and the date of the interview. We recommend a 1 to 5 scoring system, with 1 being very weak and 5 being excellent. This would mean 1, very weak, the candidate does not meet the requirements. 2, weak, candidate partially meets requirements but would require some additional training. 3, satisfactory, candidate meets requirements and has relevant experience and skills. 4, good, candidate exceeds requirements and has good experience and skills. 5, excellent, candidate far exceeds requirements and has excellent experience. Example questions. Please note, depending on the requirements of your specific job, you may need to add to the list of questions below or omit some of them. It is essential that you do not ask any discriminatory questions, and you must ask all candidates the same set of questions to ensure fairness. Avoid questions like, how old are you? What are your childcare arrangements? Are you able to drive, if the job does not involve driving? You should be careful to avoid preconceptions about people, and you must not illegally discriminate on the basis of age, sex, disability, pregnancy or maternity, sexual orientation, religion, belief, gender assignment, or marital status. It is very important to ask the candidate to give examples where relevant when they answer questions, so that you can be assured that they genuinely have the relevant skills and experiences they say they have. Question 1. Why have you applied for this job? Write down your comments and the score depending on their answer. Question 2. What are the key aspects of this job as you understand it? Please note, if a candidate has any misconceptions about the job, you should correct them at this point. You should give a full outline of the job and answer any questions they may have. Leave a space to write down your comments and their score. Question 3. Do you have any previous experience or particular skills which would be useful in this role? Please note, you may wish to ask about specific aspects of your job description or person specification at this point, i.e., do you have experience providing personal care? Can you give an example of a time when you have had to remain calm under pressure? Can you tell me about a time when you've had to work independently or on your own initiative? Leave a space for comments and your score. Question 4. Is there anything that you think may be difficult about this job? Please note, where appropriate, discuss the types of training available that can be provided as part of the job. Leave a space for your comments and the score. Question 5. It is important that my personal assistants respect my privacy and that of my family. PAs will treat all aspects of my life with which they are involved as confidential. What does this mean to you in practical terms? Leave a space for your comments and the score. Question 6. On your application form, you said you could work the following hours. Remind them of these hours. Ask them, is this still correct? How many days or hours per week are you hoping to work? Please note, you may wish to use an availability grid for these purposes so the candidate can tick the times they are available to work. Leave a space for your comments and the score. Additional questions. At the end of the interview, it may be useful to ask some or all of the administrative questions below. Question 7. Are you able to commute reliably to work? Question 8. When are you available to start work? Question 9. Do you have a full driving license? Question 10. Do you have your own car? Question 11. Are you happy to drive me in my car? Let's leave a space with a score for each question. Please note, it is only appropriate to ask for car driving questions if a candidate will be required to drive as part of the job. For example, to drive you to appointments or to the shops. It is not appropriate, and may be unlawfully discriminatory, to require your PA to drive to and from the workplace where another means of transport, such as a train or bus, would enable them to commute equally reliably. At the end of the interview. Question 12. Ask the candidate whether they have any questions about the role. Write notes about these. When you have finished, thank the candidate for attending the interview. Let them know when you will contact them with a decision and how. For example, by letter, phone or email. Check you have the correct contact details for them. After the interview. Do a quick review and fill in any comments and scores that you did not write down in the interview. Ask yourself, what was your overall feeling about the candidate? Did you feel comfortable around them and did you get on? Did they maintain eye contact? Did they have a negative attitude? Did they seem interested in the job? And did they maintain concentration throughout the interview? Write down your notes and add up the score. End of Employer's Template 2.4a.